me. I suppose this letter has me rather anxious.
You must be Miss Green?
Yes, that's exactly who I am.
Welcome, miss.
Wow. I wasn't expecting anything at all like this.
I find if you expect nothing, you'll never disappoint.
Oh, I'm not disappointed.
Not to worry, Miss Green, just the maid in the hall with the champagne gourd.
Champagne?
This way, please!
Wow. There's so many of you I didn't realize.
How do you do?
I know who you are.
You do?
I work in Washington.
Washington. So you must be a politician's wife, Mrs. Peacock?
Yes, I am.
Who's your husband? Maybe I know him.
Well, he's... Sorry. I'm afraid I'm a bit accident prone.
That'll be $5, sweetheart.
Sorry?
Sorry. What do you do in Washington?
Oh, I'd rather not say. I like to follow the rules.
Right then, are you comfortable?
I'll make a good living.
Oh,
Out with it, Wadsworth.
Ladies and gentlemen, these instructions are clear.
I'm glad something is.
I am Wadsworth, the butler. Tonight, as you may have surmised, none of you are using your real names, a courtesy your host has provided to ensure your privacy. I suggest you follow his lead and refrain from revealing too much about yourselves this evening. It seems the 6 of you have all received the same letter. It will be to advantage to be pressed on this date, for Mr. Body will bring to end a certain long-standing and confidential painful financial liability. As it turns out, you all have one thing in common.
That bastard McCarthy, we're all being blacklisted, aren't we?
Close, Colonel. You're being blackmailed! For some considerable time, you've been paying more than you can afford to someone who threatens to expose you.
Oh, please. What's someone going to blackmail me for? I go to church every Sunday.
Yeah, lady, don't we all?
Anybody else wish to deny it? Until you received your letters, you hadn't known who was blackmailing you. But now I'm sure that even the least discerning amongst you has determined that the man behind your ransom is Mr. Body himself.
Who is this Body fella, you brutish butler?
Who Mr. Body is no concern of yours. Suffice it to say, he's a supporter of the House Un-American Activities Committee, and he feels your activities have been decidedly un-American. It's hard to expose your secrets to each other, rendering yourselves culpable in each other's indiscretions.
But we hardly know each other.
Precisely.
Don't you think that you might spare us this humiliation?
I'm afraid not. We'll start with you, Professor Plum.
Ooh, this ought to be good.
I'm well aware you were once a professor of psychiatry, specializing in pathological lying lunatics suffering from delusions of grandeur.
Yes, but now I work for the U.S. government.
So your work has not changed. But you can no longer practice medicine anymore, can you? Your license has been lifted, correct?
Why, what'd she do?
You know what doctors aren't supposed to do with their lady patients?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she did.
You are disgusting!
Are you making moral judgments, Mrs. Peacock?
Well,
How then would you describe taking bribes in exchange for some other Peacock's votes to certain lobbies?
my husband is a paid consultant. There's nothing sinful about that.
If they're publicly declared, however, taking cash and the stone door and old Eric's grill, how then would you describe that transaction?
I'd say it stinks.
Where were you in that bedroom?
So it's true.
No, it's a vicious lie.
What? You've been paying the blackmailer for over a year now to keep that story out of the papers. Seems a little sticky, no?
And now see here.
Well, I, for one, am willing to believe you. I, too, am being blackmailed for something I didn't do.
So am I.
Not me.
You're not being blackmailed?
Oh, I'm being blackmailed, all right, but I did what I'm being blackmailed for.
What did you do?
I run my own business.
That's not a crime.
You didn't ask what kind of business I run.
All right. What kind of business do you run?
I provide gentlemen with the company of a young lady.
An escort service? In Washington?
I'm sure some people are just a little lonely. Having to pay to spend time with a woman? That's a problem I'll never have.
Is that her husband works in Washington? Is he one of your clients?
Certainly not.
I was asking Miss Scarlett.
Well, you tell her it's not true.
It's not true.
Is that true?
No, it's not true.
So it is true.
A double negative.
Double negative! Does that mean you have photographs?
That sounds like a confession to me. In fact, the double negative has led to a proof say.
Are you trying to make me look stupid in front of the other guests?
You don't need any help from me, sir.
Colonel, seems you hold a sensitive security post at the Pentagon. Those negatives will most certainly compromise your position.
Oh, and what position exactly were you cutting, Colonel?
This is an outrage! Let's see, who's next? Mrs. White, you've been paying our friend the blackmailer ever since your husband died under, shall we say, mysterious circumstances.
Say what you want, I didn't kill him.
Then why are you paying the blackmailer?
Oh, I don't want another scandal, do I?
Another?
We had a very humiliating confrontation. He had threatened to kill me in public.
Why would he want to kill you in public?
I think that she meant that he had threatened in public to kill her.
Oh!
And yet he was the one who died. Not you, Mrs. White, not you.
He was found dead at home. Unclothed. His head had been cut off, and so had his, you know.
Oh!
I didn't do it. I was out that evening at the movies.
What was showing?
The naked alibi.
A likely story.
But he was your second husband and first also disappeared.
Well, that was his job. He was an illusionist.
But he never reappeared.
He wasn't a very good illusionist.
And lastly, Miss Green. There's evidence to support the question of your politics.
My politics. Since when has working for the Republican Party been a crime?
You swore an oath of allegiance to the Republican Party, yet neglected to vote for Eisenhower in the last election. That's grounds for an ousting if there ever was one.
But voting records are confidential.
Everything has its price, Miss Green.
So there you have it.
What? A crooked senator's wife, a serious doctor, a disloyal Republican, and so forth. Not exactly adhering to an all-American standard of behavior, are you?
Depends who you ask.
But if this body fella is such a noble civilian himself, then why didn't he report us to the authorities?
And give up your opportunity to make a buck? Come on, Professor, what could be more American than that?
Apple pie.
All right, Wadsworth, so we're being blackmailed by a renegade McCarthyist. Where does that leave us?
Where is this Mr. Bond?
And what does he want from
Who
us?
cares? I'm not waiting to find out. I've done nothing wrong. I'm leaving.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Peacock, you can stay in denial, but you cannot leave this house.
I am the wife of a great senator. You can't tell me what to do. Locked!
Yes, the doors are locked. The windows are locked. We're around the patrol by vicious dogs. There's no way out!
I'm frustrated and I find you attractive!
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce your host for the evening and your blackmailer for life, Mr. Body!
How do you do?